Hello. Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now, I don't want to hear it. I still stick by I would take Citron over Flawjay. So, and that's a shot to you know who. I told you, y'all be putting all y'all eggs on Flawjay, bro. Like she gonna disappoint you, man. Now this game against UCLA, she should have a coming out party. They don't really have anybody. They don't really have anybody who could really guard her. So this should be easy for her to do. Her and Michaela should eat this game. But the thing gonna be with bets. But North Carolina State, their coach lost this game. He lost his game. His rotations were not good. Kim Mulkey was giving him the game because Kim Mulkey kept on, for some reason, she wouldn't put Shepard in. I don't understand why Shepard won in. You know, I don't understand that. Shepard is a solid defender. You know, a solid defender, but I don't get why she won't put in till like the end. Zoe Brooks was cooking. Plus, the coach for NC State, I wanted him to press more. He didn't press the guards. Like, forced them to turn the ball over. Like, forced them into, you know, into a peculiar situation. What I mean by that is, put their ass in a full court press, or at least you could have trapped. But you know, Flawjay played like crap. The past 2 games, she's been like crap. And I think she got poked in her eye. She was going off on the sideline. I can't wait till Monday, because all them people telling me about Big Foe, I'm like, bro, Big Foe, dog, ain't got it. I don't know what it is, man. But Michaela came up big for him at the end. Came up big for him. Putting Anissa Morrow on Zoe Brooks at the end of the game was pretty smart. Her and Samaya, they put a bigger body. That's the thing about them two, Anissa and Samaya. They're bigs, but they're really wings. You really got 2 wings that are in the post. So they had the ability to switch. So when they do that switch, Samaya would end up on her, and because of Samaya's length, she was able to deter her shot. Sanaya Rivers, took a lot of bad shots, like very uncharacteristic shots to me. To me, they should have tried to get Isaiah in the game more. And this makes me think Isaiah and Sanaya, they're gonna do well when they get to the next level, because I think because they're on the same team and they have so much respect for each other, sometimes they defer to a fault. I wanted Isaiah to be a little more selfish last night. And, really take it after Big Foe. Like, really go after, put pressure on their wings and put pressure on their guards. KG had a big block, because before that, Kim was finna choke the hell out of her. And then Kim gave Moki that look of disgust, like, how dare you be on my court right now? It was terrible, man. Like, for real. Michaela was put in the doghouse because of her bad shots early on. Anissa and Samaya were carrying them the whole game. You would have a shot here and there from the guards, but it was terrible, man. Like, last tier Poa started, and then she ended up on the bench because last tier Poa don't have no offense, so she had to end up back on the bench. Who else you got? You got not only last tier, you got I wanted to see Rashard more, and Dave Wilson came in and gave some good minutes. Excuse me, defensively and moving the ball. But LSU plays a lot of we're gonna run it from the wing to the post, and a lot of times around the elbow area. And right now, if Michaela isn't on, you gotta try to go to your bench early to get her head together. And Flau'jae should have been benched in the whole fourth quarter. Well, the second half, to me, she should have been benched. She played like crap. Michaela was playing like crap offensively, but defensively, she was giving me something. She gave me size, she gave me length. Now, South Carolina, man, Merlin let them off the hook down the stretch. Those turnovers, this is the thing I don't like about Brenda Freeze's teams. They don't know how to close. Merlin did not know how to close. South Carolina, man, they went out there and Fuwali just put the team on her back and said, look, I'm going to take us home. Ravens defense on Cheyenne Sellers was impeccable. That's the matchup I wanted to see. Bree Hall is kind of too light. She's too light to go against Sellers. Raven is stronger, got more of a caboose back there, so she could bang with Sellers, and I think she got a longer wingspan. But that was a great effort. Biasu, to me, is way too wild. She plays like it's the first quarter when she didn't need to. I needed Sellers with the ball in her hands. I blame Brenda Freeze for this loss. Sellers should have had the ball in her hand. They should have been running pick and roll action where she could post up in the post, have a backside cut action. Someone set a screen to get a player open. But Tia Biasu, yeah, she made some good plays, but then she made some bad plays. Chloe Kitts comes up big again. Fagan's defense was key. Dawsey and Fagan were battling all day. Fagan kept her off the boards. Dawsey's another one. Dawsey is too light in the ass. Too light in the ass. She light in the ass too. Like Samaya. Except I think I give Samaya a little more of the edge. So, you know. Do I think South Carolina's in trouble? No. After I watched that bullshit game. Miss D, I love you, baby, but man, you should have told me how trash that game was. Duke and North Carolina. Listen, Duke is overrated. If Reagan Richardson didn't hit stick, goddamn. if she didn't hit stick, goddamn, they lost that game. Because when goddamn wasn't in the game, Duke was able to get second chance points. Second chance possessions. For real. Were they great defensively? Not really. North Carolina was just taking badass shots. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Some of these people don't need to coach, man. Some of these people need to hang it up. But South Carolina should be going to the Final Four. But they can't start off slow like they are. Plus, South Carolina was turning the ball over way too much. Way too much. I think they had 14 at one point in the first half. I'm like, damn. I know Don want to have Pow bring the ball up. I'm going to need for Raven to do it. Pow, for some reason, in these type of games, she's getting pressed. And because of the length of Merlin, it kind of bothered Pow. That's not a good concern to me. I mean, that's a big concern to me. Tessa Johnson, she got a couple shots to go, but defensively, she was too small. In this matchup, she'll be fine. They don't really have anybody on their bench that could just come out and do what they do. They just got Fournier, and Fournier's not 100%. Dowder gonna give Fournier problems, so nobody worried about that. Joyce was missing a couple. She's hitting that freshman wall. think she'll bounce back. Only thing I worry about with South Carolina is their defense. Like some people talk about, well, their offense, they got to score points. And to me, they were playing too passive. South Carolina, they had a lot of open looks from the top of the key. I'm taking that shot. I don't care if Raven go 3 for 80. Shoot that shot. Chloe, shoot that shot. Y'all got the range to do it. Bree Hall, I need some more pin down. I need some more flare screens and pick and pops with Bree Hall. We got to set up a play. I need Bree Hall coming off of screens, man, catching and shooting and getting some shots. Bree Hall can make some shots. She hit a big 3 down the stretch. If she didn't hit that 3, they was in trouble. I'm dead serious. Like, they got to be more selfish. Like South Carolina, this is my only issue with them, is that they play to the system way too much. Sometimes you got to say, man, F all this. It's basketball. Let's put the ball out. Let's do what we got to do. Also, Pow, you got to understand, Fago, you got to get the ball to Fago. When she got her defender sealed, she got her hand up, throw it to where her hand is at. So then she could get the basket. Y'all missed like 8 points y'all could have had early. Y'all should have blew these girls out. The only reason they stood in the game was because y'all were missing shots. Y'all were playing way too passive. Fu Wiley had to come and change it. But Fu Wiley, you got to stop taking these dumb threes. You're cooking. Don't take the 3. Just play your game. This is why Don doesn't start Fu Wiley. Everybody be like, oh, Fu Wiley need to start. No, she don't. Fu Wiley will start next year. And I don't want to hear about, oh, she got to transfer. No. Because if she transfers, she'll be looking like Kiyomi. She'll be getting all these damn points and her team is trash. Not because of the talent, because she don't know how to play with others. So Fu Wiley needs to be reeled in by a coach like Don. Don is actually making her game better. Because if Fu Wiley was able just to hear the ball and just go out there, man, Fu Wiley gonna shoot your ass out the game and you gonna be ready to choke her. Especially people who be betting parlays and shit. The Ole Miss and UCLA game, man, don't I give a damn. Like, I knew they were finna win that game. That's why I picked them. That's why I picked them. That is why I picked them. That's why I picked them. I knew UCLA was gonna do that. Dog, Ole Miss don't have enough offense. See, if Ole Miss, like, you know what? Tanaya Latson need to go there. Tanaya Latson needs to go to Ole Miss. They need a scorer like that. If they got a scorer like Tanaya Latson, they will be tough. Because they don't have no scorers. Like, not to say nobody can shoot the ball. It's just, it's a lot of times where you need somebody to go get that bucket. You need them to get that bucket. You need them to score right away. What Coach Coleman said, scorers. You know, so you need that. And the problem is you got way too many, like everybody just a standstill person, like nobody can create their own shot. They need somebody to set them up. That's why I didn't pick Ole Miss to go that far, because they don't have that. They don't have, like Tennessee could do it because Tennessee got Talasia Cooper and they got Spearman. So they can play defense, but they got somebody who can get them out of a rut. You know what I'm saying? Texas, they got Booker and Harmon. South Carolina, they got Fuwali, and everybody else by design. LSU, right now it's Michaela and Nisa, and nobody else. That's just how it is. North Carolina State had like 4 people, but that coach, he's so dumb, he don't know how to play to the game. Like he plays to like minutes and who he wants to put out there or who he likes. He not a great coach to me. He never was. He just had talent to cover up for his lack of coaching. This is what I was trying to explain to Brass about Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson's not a good coach. He's more of a manager. Like he's a manager. Like if I have a team with like LeBron and all of them on it, like I could have put a Phil with that team. With LeBron, D Wade, and Bosh, Phil, a younger Phil would do well with that team because he would know how to cater to LeBron's ego. You know what I'm saying? He would know how to cater to D Wade's ego. He would know how to cater to Bosh's ego. He wasn't a great coach, dog. Like he wasn't. He just knew how to manage the personalities on the team. Because if he was such a great coach, why did he get their ass whooped by Detroit? Larry Brown, like, as a coach, I saw what Larry Brown was doing. Phil should have switched that shit up. You know why he didn't? Because he don't know how to adjust. He's just a better Doc Rivers. He's what Doc Rivers could have been if Doc Rivers wasn't choking all day and not adjusting. So, thank y'all for listening, man. Those my synopsis. I got LSU beating UCLA by 5. And who else play? Oh, yeah, South Carolina and Duke. I got South Carolina winning by 15-20. I'm out. Deezy. Oh, today game. Notre Dame play TCU. Notre Dame's going to win by 5 or 8. Who else play? Tennessee and Texas. Tennessee going to beat Texas ass. Yeah, Tennessee going to beat Texas. I say by like 5 or 8 as well. And who else play? Who else play? Does UConn play UCLA today, or does it? No, that's next round. USC, Southern California. They're basically taking on who they taking on? Oh yeah, they're taking on Kansas State. I got Kiki and them winning by like 2 or 3. At first, they're gonna probably be losing or up. If they're up or losing, they're gonna win by 2 or 3. And in UConn, I forgot who UConn playing, but whoever they beat, I got Page winning that by 8 or 10. 8 or 10. So I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. Yes, I will take Citron over Flaujae. Period. Deezy.